How old am I? You might look at me and think 28, 30. No, I'm 50 years old. You would have thought I would have learned something by now. I was going to do, in fact, I have been recording a review for three different filters for the DJI Phantom 4 Pro and Advanced. But I've got kind of so angry with my stupidity in the lesson I should have learnt by now that I'm going to ditch the review I've done. Spent ages on it, but I'm just going to tell you that if you buy cheap, inevitably you buy twice. It's an old adage, but there's a lot of truth in it. I thought I would save a bit of money because I forked out a lot of money for this the other day. So I upgraded from a Phantom 4 to the Advanced to have the advantage of the better camera. But unfortunately, my filters don't fit from the 4 up to the Advanced or the Pro. So I needed some more filters. And particularly polarizing filters I use an awful lot because I do most of my shooting in and around water. Not in, hopefully, sorry, over and around water. I was looking at the options. There's obviously Polar Pro. I've always used Polar Pro, and I think Polar Pro are fantastic. Okay, and then I was looking at Freewell. I looked at their website, and I didn't actually like what they wrote about themselves. They said, about us, and you read it, it doesn't really tell you anything about them at all. Where they're based, how long they've been operating for, the materials used in the products, that kind of thing. The stuff that really matters. Actually, it's all well and good saying, "Oh, we are very good and we want to be the best," and blah 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 blah. But it doesn't really tell you much about them. So I then also looked at Neewer or Neewer, Neewer, and they seem to get very good reviews on the likes of Amazon and other places. So a set of three Polar Pros about 100 quid. And the Freewells are 100 quid and 70 quid, depending on the quality. And then the Neewers were 20 quid. And I thought, well, good reviews, let's take a punt. So I took a punt. I should have known better. So they arrived. I tried putting them on the Phantom. At the moment is the Freewell. And that fits very nicely and accurately onto the camera, but the Neewer is it just didn't fit the thread. It'd been machined so badly. That's actually, it's all, in fact, look, it's packaged ready to go back to Amazon here. I'll show you what they look like. So they look kind of good, and they come in a little box like that, and little bronze coloured filters. So the MD4, 8 and 16 with a polarizing, set the polarizer with it. But just really cheaply made. No good at all. Just wouldn't, the MD4 one would not fit onto the camera. Whether it's a fault with all of them or whether that one was made badly, the process in checking them should have been there. So these are going straight back to Amazon. Already the refund label's printed. I'm going to take it back to the shop, to the Collect Plus, and it's gone. And I've ordered from my local drone dealer, sort of sounds like drone dealer, who's very, very good indeed. And that's the advantage of dealing with a local shop rather than the likes of huge giants such as Amazon. So anyway, if you buy cheap, you inevitably buy twice. Remember that. And personally, I'd say stay clear of Neewer. And if you can afford it, get the Polar Pro filters. They've never let me down. The one time they did, it was instantly replaced, no quibble. And even say this is the Freewell gimbal guard compared to the Polar Pro one, like that. This is sort of cheap type of plastic. This has some sort of rubberized feel to it, and you feel that actually that would protect your lens better than this one. So as you increase in price, you do tend to get more. Not always, but usually. Anyway, thanks for watching my tale of woe.